You've marched me to the bones today.
Yeah. Smite chaos. He ain't not gonna like me then, because I'm very chaotic. He has weapon finesse. So is he a dex-based fighter? He is. Hey, Toon. How you doing? I think word on the street that Hell Knight class is a little underpowered. Yeah. I'm not overly impressed with the Hell Knight class. So he's already got 2-weapon fighting. So he can theoretically dual wield. Assuming he doesn't have toughness, so yeah. Dodge increases AC. TWF. What is TWF again? 2-weapon fighting. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Mythic. I'm a big fan of toughness. Just about everyone. since he's a halfling, that actually might be good. That's for ranged weapon strikes. Never mind. Unrelenting assault. Can I not reposition? Oh, oh, it's on the screen. My bad.
Should we proceed?
Damn. +2 adamantine. That dude. It's not finesse, though. There we go. We'll give him a shot, see how we like him.
Beautiful! Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
Skeleton of a man wearing armor from the time of the First Crusade. It's holding the skeleton of a child with strange proportions and animal paws instead of its right arm and leg. Still alive. Hey, praise the sun. Little Easter egg. That's funny. I'm willing to bet they named and created the Sunrise Order just for that meme. Just for that joke. Heavy. I think on his next level, we're going to give him outflank as well. It's nice that they gave us an area exit, like right next to the cave entrance, and do that similarly throughout the through the game. All right. We are heavy, though. Heavy, heavy. Please don't. Nobody attack, please. Alright, let's get to our tinted crest. I'll show this again.
Here we
I know
go.
what I have. Remove blindness. I think that's more useful. Okay. Mysterious elf. A wounded elf, huh? There are lots of wounded in Canabras. Who wounded him? In what way? Nivea appears relaxed, even nonchalant, but her eyes gleam attentively, and her hands, as if by coincidence, are resting on her belt next to her weapon. How should I know? Must have been demons. If the wound was serious, I doubt he has fully recovered from it. Maybe if you could point me towards a healer, I could... Woman, wrapped in rags all the way up to her eyes, turns around at the sound of your footsteps. Damn it. In a lightning-fast motion, Nivea knocks something out of the woman's hands. An amulet. What seemingly appeared out of nowhere. Falls to the ground and disappears in a flash of magic. What's the rush, sweetheart? Stay a while. The commander and me. We've got a couple questions for you, too. Nivea, who is this with you? Looks like a spy to me. Not my first time seeing her in the camp. Just snoops around asking the soldiers this and that, and if you try to tail her, she just darts behind a tent and then she's nowhere to be seen. I've been hanging around here for hours, looking all bored, waiting for her to bite. And she did. Started asking her questions, and then you came by, right on cue. Alright, we're gonna make you talk now, darling. Who do you work for? What did she want from you? Looking for some elf. Tall, not from Mendev, got wounded in Canabras. No idea who it might be. Don't have anyone like that in the ranks. You won't escape this time. Who are you and why are you hiding your face? Fine, you got me. We'll talk, but not here. Lead me somewhere away from the prying eyes. The only eyes are... What? She's all yours, Commander. I caught her, I handed her over, and now, as they say, I wash my hand of this whole affair. What do you want from me, soldier? In an exasperated gesture, she rips the half mask off her face, and you see her black skin and her crimson eyes. It's Kalisa, the elf you met in Canabras. Why did you follow my army? Find someone. His masters want me dead, which means I'll die sooner or later. That doesn't mean I'll lie down and accept my fate. I'm no lamb to the slaughter, and I won't be waiting for a kindly executioner to come for me, knife in hand, ever again. Are you a spy? I'm not going to hide it. I have come here to commit a violent and bloody act, but I do not serve the demons, and I won't do you or your forces any harm. Don't play coy. I need details. Why? What will you do with my story? Take it into account and pass your judgment? Kill me if you deem me reprobate. Help the poor girl if you don't. Well, I haven't asked for help, and your authority to judge me seems rather dubious. She's clearly lying to you, but it doesn't feel like the guile of someone plotting a crime. There's a slight hounded look to her eyes that makes her seem more like prey than a hunter. I'll leave you be. How nice of you, soldier. Don't call me soldier. I'm the commander of the crusade. Everyone's a soldier in a war, generals and privates alike. I look at you, and I see someone whose life is war and only war. That makes you a soldier. I met other elves who look like you. They serve the demons. Anamora's minions. One of the Discari servants is a powerful elf by the name of Anamora. And those corrupted elves are her lackeys. Don't ask me how I know this, or why my appearance is similar to theirs. I am not your enemy, but if you see them, kill them without remorse. I have to go. My gut tells me it's time I was leaving too. It's dangerous to stay here. Farewell. Okay.
I can handle it.
Nothing new. Regil. Knight Commander, it's good you found time to meet me. As a matter of some urgency, I must discuss with you. It was incredibly interesting that the power you and your companions received during the fight at the Grey Garrison, and now my interest has been gratified. The power your companions received has passed on to me as well. It manifested after my usual evening reckoning. I believe I now present a true threat to the creatures and initiates of chaos. It would be me. The imprisoned cultists we kept for certain observations experienced this firsthand. Striking, isn't it? Divine intervention at a critical moment is rare, but not beyond imagining. But in this case, part of the power you received through this intervention has passed to someone who joined you well after the fateful moment had passed. I hope you remember who the source of your power is, and that you serve them loyally. By the same token, I hope you remember that the Hell Knights are not your toy soldiers. In any case, this is shallow philosophizing. I must have some questions for you. Questions about yourself. What brought you to Mendev? The demonic threat, of course, and the glaring inefficiency of the local command. I didn't know if you were aware of this. The Hell Knights owe their existence to the Demon Lords to a certain extent. Our first order appeared in response to Sefkesh's cultists and Cheliacs. The chaos they wreaked could not fail to breed strict opposition. Those first knights were able to burn out the pestilence and crush the cult once and for all. I see no reason for the Hell Knights of today not to do the same to the tentacles of the world wound. Okay. I see no reason for the Hell Knights of today not to do the same to the tentacles of the world wound that's spreading. Without question, the task is far more difficult than anything we've encountered before, but it must be done to preserve world order. All the more So given that Queen Galfrey and her commanders are apparently not up to the task. The motives you list sound rather impersonal. Don't you have any other reasons for joining the crusade? Personality is a fine quality for a Hell Knight, and for the rest of the world as well. Personal motives, strong emotions, they are weaknesses that your enemies will use against you. I'm an effective officer with years of service. The demonic invasion of Galarian obviously demands the most qualified response. That's why I'm here. It's simple. Rather skeptical of Queen Galfrey. My memory doesn't fail me, the current crusade is called the Fifth. The Fifth Crusade, with all the support of the Church of Iomedae and multiple other allies provided to Galfrey. Galfrey? No process has been made in resolving the crisis at the World Wound. The best they could manage was create a chain of ward stones, and even they turned out to be inadequate. I suppose that should be reason enough for my skepticism. Forgive me for asking a personal question, but your hair is going gray and your skin is rather pale. It's the bleaching, right? Of course it's the bleaching. Are you doing anything to fight the bleaching? What do other races do to fight old age? I know what made you ask this question. My kin have earned a certain reputation for their vain attempts to stave off the inevitable. Luckily for the rest of the world, not all gnomes are prepared to spread chaos with their reckless escapades. There are some among us who accept the natural order of things. The bleaching has no effect on my ability to carry out my duties, and therefore it has no, how should I put it, personal meaning for me. Do you have any family or friends? I've never wondered at the fate of the former. I've never had any interest in the latter. If you'll allow me one piece of advice, Commander. Never put too much stock in so-called friendship or camaraderie. Any bonds based on simple affection are temporary and unreliable. Half of your smiling companions certainly consider you their friend for the present. They will break and betray you the moment you do anything that troubles their happy expectations. Place greater value on respect based on rational evaluation of your companion's merits. I deeply respected my mentor, who trained me to join the ranks of the Hell Knights. I respected her so much that I killed her with my own hands when I discovered that she betrayed the Order's ideals, was intending to leave our ranks. It would have been more proper to inform the command and await the formal trial. But on the other hand, that would have injured the morale of our young recruits. They should not see the manifestation of weakness in our seasoned knights. You have openly shown your distrust of the Crusader command. Why then have you decided to join me? Do not misread my behavior as distrust of you personally. Like every Hell Knight, I watch everyone closely, searching for signs of weakness and sin. Everyone, including myself. Indeed, Reginald Derange is the first on my list of suspects. I observe him daily, marking every fault, every hesitation, every weakness, and I prepare the proper punishment. So it has been and will be. As for your second question, I suppose we may be useful to each other. You and your army are a new power in the crusade. I rate all the old powers as quite ineffective. I have yet to rate your own efforts. But early indications are positive. That means you can count on my help, for now. And what will happen if your assessment changes? I will inform you of this, as well as any measures I intend to take. Be aware that I treat my allies more strictly than my enemies. This is a sign of respect. What can you tell me about the Hell Knights? I can tell you a great deal. However, the Order's recruiters would be a better source of information on such matters. How are new Order members recruited? We accept as armigers any we find worthy. For the main test, the one that separates the strong from the weak, we must face down a devil summoned directly from hell. To defeat the beast honestly, the armiger becomes a rightful Hell Knight. If they lose, we simply forget their existence, like the world made an unfortunate mistake. Who do Hell Knights answer to? Only the heads of their orders. In my case, it's Lictor, Resark, Untor, head of the Order of Godclaw. As a rule, the Hell Knights do not submit to the jurisdiction of any state. The same is true of local laws. We're happy to help local governments bring order if we consider their request lawful, and if those who ask are worthy. We do not serve them and have every right to refuse their demands. So what do you value most? The law, and only the law. Care so much about the law, how can you ignore the authority of lawful rulers in the lands where you operate? We cannot call it law just because some foolish local prince thought it up, or a council of demented elders seemed it wise, now can we? You see, one of the main principles of our brotherhood is that no one is immune from prosecution. A lawful ruler may be a criminal that poses a threat to society. We must be able to punish them as well. This is why the Hell Knights only honor the measure and the chain, the doctrine shared by all our orders. And why Hell Knights serve only their officers, and the aim of transforming this chaos-torn world and leading it to a brilliant and ordered future. We are the main bastion of order in Galarian, no matter how much some naysayers try to refute it. Do you have a plan or a strategy for the war against the demons? I have a clear idea of the forces I shall require to wage an effective war against the world. Currently, I do not possess them, but I know what steps I must take. I must amass and fortify, gather scouting information, resolve certain problems of organizational nature. Once the problem of Dresden is solved, I shall direct some of my knights to prepare an outpost for the party. We have already scouted a suitable location, the ruins of an old shrine which still holds the remnants of an ancient power and is thus a lure for demons. An excellent foothold for honing our skills and studying the enemy. That is my next goal. Alright, till next time. Okay. Nenio? Nothing new. Amber? Nothing new. The queen's up here, right? Imagine she might have something to say about the Hell Knights. Oh. Elor. Yeah, he's the one who I think you can respec with. Yeah. You can even do yourself.
Can't make the demons wait.
Nura.
Is that a trap?
Nothing new. I figured she might have something to say after the swarm incident. Holy water. Commander. They're not interested in him. Born. Met other elves that looked just like Kalisa. A few years ago, a sect of demon worshippers was uncovered in Kaonet. They were followers of Discari who had been brought together by his priestess, Enamora. Naturally, as soon as the truth was revealed, a hunt for these evil zealots was called. They were all marked with the same brand of darkness as their leader, the wicked Kalisa. The sect was soon destroyed, but some cultists managed to escape. I pursued them in order to eradicate their evil, root and branch. It's a great shame that the children of a noble nation have besmirched themselves with this taint, and I would be grateful if this confession were kept between us. I found Kalesa spying on my camp, and you should be on the lookout for her accomplices. Her demonic masters must have sent her to plot against you. When she's already made her way into camp, she'll strike soon. Hope you weren't merciful with her this time. Let her go. She's not a threat to the Crusaders. And she has deceived you once more. Zila. The fate of the League of the Cart affected you greatly. So you could say. I did what I thought was right. I tried to help a good person with their troubles, and what came of it. I'm sorry, but I won't find peace until I track down Curl and Jaina. What were they thinking? Is there a way to get through to them? Or should we just admit I was terribly wrong? There's another thing that's worrying me. The way people react to your power and mine. They think that we've been chosen by Omade, and they need to pray at our feet. I'm not comfortable with the younger warriors hanging on my every word. I feel alone. Nobody else is going to sit with me and celebrate saving a beer cart. And I'd like to regain, not the friendship, at least the trust of the other knights, especially those I respect and consider my friends, like Elan. Let's go.
Beautiful.
Here. Camilla, do you have anything to say? Nope. Woljeff, I imagine, doesn't have anything new. Yeah. Fergus doesn't. So let's just sell. What a march, eh, Commander? I won't forget it, not in a million years. Can't stop shaking whenever I think about the leper's smile. We lost too many good men. Spirits are low in the camp. Some soldiers can't shake off the horrors they've seen. Others are mourning their friends. What if we held awake, lit up the bonfires and poured some wine, raised our cups in memory of the fallen, to do the troops a world of good? We'll mourn the fallen, not with wine, but with words of prayer. Wise words, Commander. Wine gives way to sorrow, but a prayer to brighten Aumade should soothe their grief. Maybe the goddess will see our pain and send us a wit of her infinite grace. will store a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, we'll sell that. We'll store the purple stone knife, though. Looks a little silly in that helmet. What do we have that can benefit from wisdom? We could. We might. Yeah. So Zeal's the only logical choice there. Just go store the purple knife. Might be able to use that. All right. We'll keep that one on us. Okay. Almost 40. Now we leave. We'll see how good he is. Let's see. Our army. See how they do. I think we'll hold here just to protect our archers. Cannot be overcome. Okay, great. Oh, they're gonna come up here. Nice. Good night. Whoops. Oh, no, they're decent. Especially, they're doing good damage, especially for only having 10 of them. Material points and energy points. Don't know if it's gonna throw us into this larger army or not. Yeah. That's why I hard saved. 'Cause I don't think this is gonna go well. Yeah. Yeah, no. Not gonna go well. Not well at all. Yeah. That doesn't sound good. Wait. Okay, okay. Clerics do not have much in the way of movement. Yep, that right there is why I shouldn't have done that. Damn. Right? Oops. Just slowly whittling them down. Treasure found. Looks like we unlocked Chili Creek. And he leveled up. Okay. Let's go over here.
You have such pretty golden hair.
Hmm.
When I look at it, I always think of the sun, angels, fresh bread, and all sorts of good things.
Fresh bread, you say? Poor hungry child. I hope you won't try to eat me while I sleep.
Eat the rich. Your reagents, yeah. Traveling merchant. Huh, this guy in the first game. He has 2 horses this time. Skeleton is walking across the waste. He moves with pep in his step, humming a tune. His skull bobs in chorus with the humming, making the coins inside his head clink rhythmically. Next to him, nightmarish horses of flame and shadow draw a cart loaded with valuable-looking items. Upon seeing you, the skeleton offers a dramatic and hearty wave. Good evening to you there. Or is this what days look like in your world? Can't really tell, but no matter. Be it day or night, Skeletal Salesman always has the best deals you can find anywhere. You can use a free scroll. Hellfire. Okay. Here, please take this. I don't know from which dark corners of the abyss or hell your esteemed ancestors originated, but no one's ever refused a good old scroll of hellfire. What do you sell? I have the widest choice of merchandise. Right now I have a fine selection of magiconial, mystical spell thingies. Everything a wizard could want. By the way, could you advise me what I would sell best in these parts now? I have a choice in exotic wares from faraway lands. Then there's the personal protection equipment and a whole arsenal for a hunter. Interesting. Personal protection. What do you sell now? Right now I'm selling personal. Okay. So can we just change it? A whim? How did you become who or what you are? That's a story and a half. Listen well and don't repeat my mistakes, or you won't be able to live with yourself. Get it? Alright, moving on. Once I was just like you, exploring all sorts of ruins and filling my pockets with riches until I stumbled into a Draco-Lich's lair. That's one scary beast, a lich and a dragon. He would have eaten me whole had I not suggested a deal. I would sell off all the blades and armor left by previous adventurers. Surely it didn't have much use for all that equipment. but he could earn a tiny sum of gold. Tidy sum of gold. Surprisingly, he agreed. That didn't save my life. Instead, he turned me into a walking pile of bones. What do you know? That was just the beginning of my troubles. For a long time, I wandered the river kingdoms peddling wares until I met one devious scoundrel. At first glance, he looked decent enough, decked out in armor, clearly a paladin. He asked me where my master's lair was. Obviously, he wasn't the first to take an interest, but the Dracolich was no slouch. He put an enchantment on me so I couldn't even remember the lair's location. However, this knight turned out to be quite the wizard too. I'm no expert in magic, but basically he offered to perform a ritual that would reveal the location of my master's lair. Then he and his pals could kill the Dracolich and give me my freedom, plus half the horde. Sounds like a sweet deal, huh? So I agreed, like a fool. He showed me the contract, and it seemed alright to me, so I just signed it right then and there. We conducted a ritual, and the knight found out where my master was hiding, by looking at some astral tracks or whatnot. Long story short, they killed a Dracolich. The knight offered me half the treasure as promised, and then, as per the terms of our contract, he demanded payment for the ritual's components for my freedom. And then there were taxes, excise fees, and fines. Before I knew it, I had to give them all of my loot, and I still couldn't even cover my debt. So he offered me a way to repay it by working as before, for his master this time. Thus, I'm still traveling, peddling, and all that, until I earn every last coin that I owe him. And you know what? Pay off that kind of sum, I'm pretty sure I'll have to keep working until Brutus brings the end times. Now that's the story, isn't it? Someday, I might even write a tragic play about myself. I call it Undeath of a Salesman. As for the moral of my story is this: watch what you sign. That lesson is free. For the rest of what's in this fine cart, you'll have to pay in gold. Who is your new master? Did I tell you the knight looked like a paladin? Well, he wasn't anything of the sort. On the contrary, he was a servant of Ammon, the archdevil of avarice. The devil slightly opens his mouth to reveal a single azure coin among the gold. The coin is stamped with the disdainful visage of a devil. That's the one he sold me to, guts and all. Though by then I had no guts, really. Now, at least if somebody asks me where my master's lair is, I can honestly say Erebus, the third layer of hell, palace of the royal treasurer, entrance by appointment only. You want me to try to free you? No thanks. Been there, done that. Only made things worse. I had enough help. I'll make do. You trade with everyone? Crusaders and demon worshippers alike? You bet. What do I care about which side of yours is winning anyway? Both are buying my wares, business is booming. Everybody needs a weapon and a good set of armor. You sell one thing, the next day they'll bring it back all ragged and full of holes, looking for a replacement. Sure, this war will probably end one day. Maybe the Crusaders will finally patch up that abyssal hole, or maybe this whole region will fall through it. That's when I'll pack up and go elsewhere. Valerian is a big place. I can always find new customers. All right. D-pad. So I think that's for that. Interesting. You might go for that. Wait, no. I'm not even in the party. No.
Beautiful.
However, we might decide we don't like Regis
Let's see what we can do.
Fredril and bring Sela back. Might as well. See what exotic goods.
Here we go.
Next time we run into him, hopefully he'll have exotic goods, and we'll see what that is. Okay. Legged bear.
Let's have some fun.
All right. See how this goes.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. Retreat is not an option. I got this.
Ooh, shit. There's one there. Please go to sleep. Nope, they're immune. Edge. Holy crap, no. 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 Nope. Don't like him one bit. That's not gonna work for me. Oh. Though he could be a good secondary melee person. He can't take a hit. Traveling merchant again. Exotic. Okay. Good. 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 Yeah, not impressed. Okay. I don't know why I did it this way. I forgot that you can swap in the field. Never said I was smart. Hmm. Wait, what? Oops. There we go. Okay.
Knock knock. Who's there? Para. Para who? Paralictor Regil.
No, you're supposed to say knock knock, and I'm supposed to say who's there, and then you reply. Go on, try it again. Here comes trouble.
All right, before we do this, really quick break. Go use the restroom, grab a fresh drink, and then we'll come back and do this. Be right back. All right, back. Let's do this. No, it looks like a pig. Yeah. Could rest again.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
All right.
I got this. Getting my ass kicked. I'm gonna try this again.
Bam. All right. Let's try this again with Sela actually being the one that is the first attack. Or attacked first.
Rely on me.
Here comes trouble. I got this.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Okay. Oh, they're immune to sleep, that's right. Immune to evil eye. Okay.
Into the fray! I'll just sit here.
Jesus.
Don't worry about me.
They're level 14, no wonder.
Damn you!
I'll just sit here.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about me.
You won't survive me.
Okay.
Are you still here? Good guys always win.
I'll just sit here. Don't worry about me.
Endure this!
What is their damage reduction? Flashing.
I got this.
Wow.
I welcome your company.
That was rough. And they're dead. Potions. That's why I take toughness on everyone. For more HP. Hey, welcome back, Jazzy. level. Now we just took down 3 creatures twice our level. Commander, it's so good to see you. It seems you found time to visit our quiet backwater after all. Could be mistaken, but it looked like you were frightened by my arrival. Oh no, you startled me, that's all. It's my overactive imagination. Still can't used to living in such a small village. Towns where I grew up there was a good deal larger, and it was located near a trade route. So there were always lots of new faces, and plenty of people bustling around. Here, though, it's different. The moment you step outside the village, you're all alone. You can walk for miles in any direction, with only the birds and animals for company. This is, of course, the way Aristotle teaches us to live. The truth be told, it still makes me feel somewhat uncomfortable. Why were you looking at those trees? See for yourself. I keep finding them here in the grove. I think it's some kind of local ritual. I've asked the villagers to tell me what it means, but they won't give me an answer. I just don't understand the reason for all this secrecy. How do you like living in the village? I'm getting used to the way of things. I still get the occasional sidelong glance from the locals, but that's not surprising. After all, I'm just some stranger who decided to show up without an invitation and settle down in the village. But the church warned us about this. Such caution is to be expected at first. I just have to do my best to earn their trust. I heal, I purify the water, I give blessings. Sooner or later, they'll accept me as one of their own. So quiet here. War makes you forget what peace feels like. I understand. My time in Canabras gave me a small taste of war. I only had to live through it for a few days, but I know the horrors I witnessed will haunt my nightmares for years to come. I cannot imagine how hard it is for those like yourself, soldiers who have given their lives to this cause. You've chosen to fight there in order to protect our peaceful and quiet life here. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. What do the locals think of Aristotle? Rosto. They're indifferent. They're pragmatic people, you know. They don't have time for theology. If old Deadeye helps them survive, that's good enough for them. You know, some priests get overzealous with sermons. They demand that people pray, observe all the rituals, make sacrifices. And then, those priests, all holy and pious, are surprised when locals kick them out of the village, right into the nearest ditch. I was taught differently. First, you have to prove your worth. You have to show them why you and your deity are useful. It's only after they've begun to trust you and start asking questions about your faith that you can really share your beliefs. Then you can tell them all about old Deadeye and his teachings. Well, show me around the village. Of course, let's go. You'll get to meet the locals, see how we live. Maybe you'll even manage to get some peace and quiet, a temporary respite from the hardships of war. Don't be offended if they start gawking at you. In this remote village, people have never seen someone of your kind before. Your horns are a real novelty for them. I've already told them about you and explained everything as best I could. Okay. Maybe with him with us would have made these wolves a little bit easier to manage.
A bright future awaits us.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Right. Well, at least these aren't plagued, right?
Make every strike count.
Out of my sight!
Good hit.
You're irrelevant.
Damn you!
The light take you!
You've crossed the wrong mongrel. You won't survive me.
I will see to your demise.
Surrender or else!
Whoops. Mistakes were made. Tactical retreat.
Are you still here?
Yes, he is.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Endure this.
Beautiful.
Yet another obstacle.
Oh, wolves. Hey, successfully removed the plague. Go to sleep.
Into the fray.
Oh, didn't even see that one.
Good guys always win.
Make every strike count.
Jesus, slam.
Precision and grace.
The light, take you.
I got this.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Let's see what we can do.
Okay. So back the way we came. Draw a dog clad in small, skillfully embroidered light blue dress tied to the trunk.
No glory
Did we find
without
trouble?
risk.
No, they did.
I'll make short work of this.
Too late for apologies.
You won't survive me.
Here we go.
Oh. Watch out for the huge teeth. What's going on here? Don't be afraid. We fought bigger ones than this. I don't think it's going well for him.
We're gonna rest after this fight.
Into the fray!
Endure this!
And sleeping. That'll teach you to mess with us. Something's got them all worked up. That's the second time they've crawled out this month. So let them come. Not the first time, and it won't be the last. But what's the matter? They can't hurt us, and we can use their hides to make a lot of waterproof coats and cloaks. Markle, Melissa, I'd like to introduce you to someone. This is Drast, commander of the Crusade. He's the one I told you about. Ah, a real hero in our little backwater. It's nice of you to drop by. We've never had anyone so important come to visit. Heroic acts are important, but sometimes it's good to leave the front lines and talk to ordinary people living ordinary lives. Anyway, welcome to Chili Creek. I have not been here yet. Hydras are usually far more dangerous. That beast was not at its full strength. I can tell you have an eye for such things. Well, of course he does. He's the commander of the Crusade. He probably could have told you all that with his eyes shut. It's all thanks to our mother, Icy Real. He takes care of her children, won't let anyone hurt them. He fills our nets with fish and drives away the monsters. Apparently not. Icy Real, who is that? She's right here. Did you think this was the Selin? No, it'd take you half a day's rowing before you reach that river. It's big, sure, and very important. The Selin flows through at least a dozen countries. Where would the great Selin be if it wasn't fed by thousands of little streams and creeks such as our dear Icy Rill? People of Chili Creek hold the river in great reverence. How can we not? Our whole lives are built around the river. From the wedding wreath we send down its stream to the funeral boat that floats away on the waters when the time comes. Our mother, Icy Real, feeds us, gives us water, protects us. The gods are far away, but our Icy Real is right here. So we treat her with respect. Two of you look very much alike. I assume you're related? Right, you are. She's my little sister. Takes after her granny. May her memory never fade. She was always restless, couldn't sit still. And Melissa is just the same. She's always up to something. And you took after our grandpa. May the river silt be his featherbed. You're as brave as he was, and just as stubborn. You look very confident when you were giving orders to the other villagers during the fight. Are you in charge here? Well, how should I put this? Our village is too small for anyone to be in charge. We just happen to know a thing about using a weapon. So if some nasty creature comes crawling out of the river, we give it the orders. But when it comes to fishing or fixing nets, we'll be the ones following orders. We're not an army, and there's no officers here. We all live together, solve our problems together, and serve the Icy Real together. Although, truth be told, it's only been the last few years that people have really started listening to us. For that, villagers kept to themselves. No one wanted to go poking their nose into anyone else's business. When we first came up with the idea of start trading on the river, the other villagers stubbornly dug in their heels. But after money and goods began to flow into the village, they changed their minds. Yes, the village has been growing. I'm getting to see all sorts of things that I'd only ever heard about before. The year before last, we had a fair. People came all the way from Canabras to attend. Then a priest came, and we never seen one of those before in these parts, and now, who would have thought the commander of the Crusade has decided to pay us a visit? And not just a commander, but a kinsman of the lower plains. In another village, People might run away screaming as soon as they spot your horns. We're not like that. Besides, the priest has explained to us that it's a great gift from when a mortal child of a fiendish blood overcomes their cursed legacy and fights against the monsters. What are those grass dolls that hang from the trees? There's nothing much to tell, really. An old local custom. Just a ritual. How's life in the village now that you've got a priest? Not much has changed. He's a good lad. He does some healing. Never bothers us with sermons. Why, he's even learning to fish in his spare time. He also knows a lot of songs, and when he sings, he makes you want to sit and listen. The world wound's not that far away. Have you ever been attacked by demons? No, we've never seen any. Our mother, Icy Real, keeps us safe. She would never let such abominations get near us. Back to the front. Can't even imagine the nightmarish creatures you have to fight there. Have a safe journey. Excuse me while I steal everything you have. Pike as big as the crocodile.
Got this one.
Gloves. Okay.
I can handle it.
I was kind of expecting more of a greater evil going on here. It's just a fishing village.
Can't make the demons wait.
Of course, we could still have that. We'll see. Look, the commander's here. Welcome back. How are things going in the village? Not much happens in the village. Sure, you have a lot going on and stuff is always happening in the cities and on the front lines. Things are pretty quiet here. Let's see. Latest news from our little village? Well, we went fishing and caught some rough. They were big too. Nice and plump. Fat as piglets, I tell you. What else? Weevils have eaten through our carrots. They gobbled up everything, down to the last stalk. Then, the other day, old Breg went to fix up his roof and took a hard fall. If it hadn't been for Jurnaw and his prayers, he'd have kicked the bucket by now. No doubt about that. You must think it's ridiculous to call any of this news. Also, Jur is downright wonderful. I don't know, maybe his prayers are working or maybe he's just a lucky touch. Whenever he blesses me, I always catch a boatload of fish. Also, he sings like a... Enough already. Jurnaw is this. Jurnaw is that. It's all I ever hear you talk about. Do you worship any deities? Faith, religions, deities. With all due respect to Jurnaw, no one out here has time for such things. Maybe people in the city can go around saying prayers and listening to sermons. But in a backwater place like this, we're just doing what we can to survive. There's only one provider and protector for us, our mother, Icy Real. Yeah, the river just doesn't care about prayers or sacrifices. And if Icy Real wants something in exchange for her help, she just takes it without asking. Yeah, we already know they're related. He sings you his little songs and you hang on his every word. He's a good man, no question, but still, he's not one of us. You'd be better off finding yourself someone from the village instead of spending all your time with him, boating up and down the river. Yeah. Nobody asked you. What are those grass dolls? Local customs, just a ritual. The Crusaders are near their world wound. They often experience nightmares when they sleep. Do you have any trouble with nightmares here? I don't know what you're talking about, if I'm honest. I sleep like a dead man, nothing to complain about. Something feels off.
Beautiful. All right. Let's see what we can do.
Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. Just a peaceful village.
Here we go.
Maybe there'll be something up here.
Out of my sight!
First come, first served.
Megalosaurus.
I will see to your demise.
Go to sleep.
Damn you!
Make every strike count.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Precision and grace.
I'll hit you!
Are you still here?
Nope, he's dead.
You've crossed the wrong month.
The light, take you!
I'll make short work of this.
XP for killing that. Nothing here. Nothing whatsoever. It is a little unnerving going to a place where there's like nothing out of the ordinary going on. Hey, Godspeed salad. Strange. Okay. Back to camp, I guess. Need to clear our corruption. Traveling merchant. See if he has any of the hunter items.
I can handle it.
What do you sell now? Hunter's Arsenal. I mean, it's the same stuff you had the first time. All right, maybe next time. camp, see if we have another nightmare. Or rest and see if we have another nightmare. Okay. Should zero out our... we do have a couple things to sell. Might as well clear it. There it is. Inconspicuous camp. Open notes. That reminds me, so have a new recipe. Coffee recipe. The aged kobold, sitting by the small campfire, greets you with an amicable gesture. Was that his gesture? He doesn't reach for his weapon, or hiss threateningly. All in all, his behavior is highly unusual for one of his kind. His clothes look quite unusual too. Not many kobolds opt for human clothing, nor do they adorn their possessions with spikes or scales. Greetings, my name is Krenuk. I'm all alone here, so you may safely come closer. Dinner will be ready soon. Who are you? As I've already mentioned, my name is Krenuk. At your service. I'm a traveler and a friend to the crusade. I can be your friend too, if you're tolerant towards kobolds. Did you say tolerant? Are you sure you're a kobold? Ah, so you saw through my disguise. Krenuk tried to mislead you with sweet words and then ambush you. Of course I'm a kobold. Trust me, you're not the first to be shocked after hearing me speak and realizing I'm not going to rob or kill you. I'm lucky. If representatives of other races want to be seen as intellectuals or decent conversationalists, they have to read a lot of books, refine their manners, possess a passing knowledge of classical theater, and douse themselves in fine cider. Whereas in my case, all I have to do is not lunge at you with a spear or hiss every other word. Was it you who left me that note? Of course. Who else would it be? I wanted to make sure you were interested in the information I can provide. What are you cooking? Judging by its ears and hind legs, it's a hare. Or maybe it's a tiger. Depends on your point of view, I suppose. What do you want from me? I want nothing from you. I'm asking for nothing. I'm simply offering my help. I sympathize with your cause. So I would like to provide whatever support I can from time to time. Does that work for you? How can you help me? With advice, mostly. Throughout my life, I've seen a lot. And a piece of timely advice can be extremely valuable, don't you agree? Of course, if your advisor is a kobold, the merits are not so obvious. But you're in luck. This kobold right here has an extensive knowledge of a variety of matters that you may find useful someday. One more thing I have to offer is this hair, after it's cooked. How do you know so much about demons? I had some experience with them. Don't want to go into the details right now. All I'm saying is that after a rather short and not even hostile encounter with them, I stopped eating meat for several years. What's the catch? No catch. I'm acting for wholly altruistic reasons. But my motives are something I'd rather not reveal. Renuk turns his face to you, and his wrinkles become more visible in the glow of the fire. We just met 5 minutes ago. Don't you think it's too early to expect complete candor just yet? As I have already told you, I am a friend of the Crusade. You can choose to trust me, or you can leave. I offer help and ask nothing in return, so the question is simple. Will you accept the claw of friendship from a stranger? Or is your distrust stronger than your need for help? We'd appreciate any help, and we have a deal. You won't regret your decision. Just drop by my camp every now and then so we can have a word. Perhaps I'll be able to give you some useful tips. Pulling out a small knife, the traveler carefully cuts 2 strips of meat from the roasted hare. He throws one into his toothy maw while graciously offering you the other. A strange animal, for sure, but it seems edible. The energies of the world wound mask everything in illusion. Harmless-looking animals try to eat you for dinner. Dangerous paths appear to be straight roads. And your enemies, sometimes your enemies can look like your friends. Renuk squints and looks deeply into your eyes. Have you ever been in a situation like this? First you think a person is your friend and ally, and then the scales fall from your eyes and you realize they're actually your sworn enemy. So you catch this person, tie them up, and then you start thinking, how should you treat them now? Like your enemy? Like your former friend? It's hard to decide. What would you do if one of your friends turned out to be a traitor? Are you talking about someone specific? Wow. Your question reeks of paranoia. No, I'm not talking about anyone specific. I'm not implicating anyone. Sorry, but it seems my joke has spoiled your sleep for the next few nights. Try to find out what could force the traitor to reveal the truth about the real masters. Then do whatever that is. What if you have to threaten them with the death of their family? Or what if you have to grant mercy to someone truly despicable? You don't have to answer. I can tell by your eyes you're willing to do whatever it takes. And that is correct. If you catch a villain, don't rush to put a noose around their neck. First, learn everything they have to tell you, for principles and morality. You better stuff them in your deepest pocket, and don't bandy them about without good reason. I liked your answer. You obviously think with your head, and don't trust and just parrot the instructions of others. Then again, if we're discussing traitors, it's fortunate that betrayal is not reserved for mortals alone. Demons stab each other in the back far more frequently. The rumor is there were at least 2 demon stashes within Dresden, filled with arms and supplies that were stolen from Descarites and Baphamites, and vice versa. One of them is near the entrance of the fortress, while the other one lies by the entrance of the citadel. Where did you learn that? Gossip, hearsay. The world is an ocean of chatter, and I'm quite a skilled fisherman. Well, that is valuable information. Of course it is. I wouldn't waste your time. I hope that when the time comes for you to make real decisions instead of hypothetical ones, your wisdom won't fail you. Just one bad choice can turn a revered leader into a disgraced pariah. I've seen it happen before. I've lived through something like that. My tribe suffered a disaster caused by one bad choice. Can you even imagine? I don't like telling this story, but it might be useful for you to know it. Perhaps it will serve as a warning. Will you tell me? I was born into the mighty and proud tribe of the Night Ruby. Our caves were vast, and our mine shafts were rich in quartz and metals, and our underground lakes were brimming with fish. And of course, we had plenty of slaves. The Night Ruby was a model of kobold success. It was a tight-knit, greedy, and aggressive tribe that intimidated even a few of the nearby human settlements. But there was a flaw underlying our power. Once long ago, a leader of our tribe signed a pact with devils, promising the soul of every tribe member in exchange for help and prosperity. Since then, every new All-Watcher had to agree to the pact, and the power of the tribe grew, as did the number of lost souls. It was like that until our leader, Ermach, came to power. She was principled and proud elder who didn't want to bend the knee to help. So she refused to sign the pact, and all kinds of calamities befell our tribe. The tribe was attacked by its neighbors at the devil's instigation. Epidemics broke out, and then our slaves rebelled. They came after their former masters in the dead of night. The clutches of eggs were ravaged. Our altars were desecrated, and our warriors were slain in their burrows. The slaves paid us in full for our cruelty and arrogance. They hunted us, chased us down through the caves and mine shafts, level by level. When we were finally left alone, we had no idea where we were. All we saw around us was darkness, and lurking in that darkness were bloodthirsty and dangerous predators. I think this moment is enough of a cliffhanger to stop here. I've got suspicions. Here we go. I come in friendship, and right away I'm distrusted. What is it that's got you so worried? Your words are full of mysterious omissions. What can I say? I'm a kobold of many secrets and contradictions. I keep my mouth shut, and the rest of the world at home. It's just my nature. I can't help it. So you're being suspicious too. So don't chastise me for it. I'd like to know more. I'm flattered, but what's so special about me? I've never accomplished any feats on the battlefield. I don't know any special crafts, and I don't even belong to an exotic species. I don't have the slightest idea what you would find so interesting about me. What do you do? I'm a traveling bard. And I can already foresee your next question. How does a bard, who also happens to be a kobold, manage to earn a living? All the civilized races of Avestan know that when you encounter a kobold, the best course of action is to smash its skull. Trample it with a horse, and burn the remains, just in case. Well, the prejudice that civilized peoples regarding my kind is quite understandable. Our infamy as robbers and murderers is more than deserved. So, just imagine the spectacle in any tavern when an articulate kobold in decent clothes shows up, offering to share a story or two for a few coin and a mug of ale. I assure you, no matter how big of a deal you are here, if we drop by any taverns in Andoran, all eyes will be on me. I'm an exotic oddity. Why did you decide to come here to the World Wound? I just don't like it when the residents of the lower planes get involved in the lives of mortals. I firmly believe that we don't need any advisors to help us handle our own affairs, and we don't need overlords even less. And we need overlords even less. You're different from other kobolds. I have a question about demons. You mentioned you know a lot about them. My humble knowledge is at your disposal. What is the demon's main weakness? It is a fact they are hostages to their own nature, and by their nature, demons are just a bunch of mad apes, a grotesque parody of ordinary chaos. You don't need to make a bunch of apes angry. You just give them a banana and an arm the other with a stick. They'll kill each other without your direct intervention. How do you know so much about demons? I had some experience with them. I don't want to go into details right now. All I'm saying is that after a rather short... Okay, we heard that. Do you know anything about wounds inflicted by demons that first appear, then disappear, and later reappear again? Do I need to resort to platitudes such as the weirdest tricks that can be expected from demons? Or can I just skip that part? Never heard anything like you're describing, but new sorts of nasty stuff appear in the world wound every day. However, if we think about it some more, don't you think this wound doesn't cause enough trouble to be something the demons did to you on purpose? When you're hit by the magic of the abyss, you know instantly that death is coming your way and fast. I'd like to hear the story of your travels. The long one. Which part would you like to know? Tell me about your tribe. Yeah, you already told us this. Have you heard about my unusual powers? I've heard you're either extremely lucky or quite the opposite. You survived the massacre at Canabras, just to spearhead a new suicide mission. On the other hand, you survived then, and most likely you'll survive now. Good luck on this noble endeavor. Okay, interesting.
Can't make the demons wait.
Can't hide from me.
On a mass shortage. Okay. That'll definitely be handy. That was close.
Let's see what we can
I think we need to turn down the sound effects a little bit because that lightning is extremely loud. Would it be ambient?
Let's have some fun.
Okay. Cultist Conjurer.
Good guys always win.
Sneaky hobbitses.
Into the fray!
Put to sleep.
I got this.
Yep, got this.
You won't survive me.
Great. I'll just take it. Succubus.
Endure this!
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Good night.
Damn you!
Good night. Was the Hell Knight any good? I didn't like it. Not as a tank, at least. I think it'll be a good secondary melee, though. Oh.
Make every strike count.
The light, take you.
Are you still here?
Oh, he is not. Yeah, we're gonna have to evil eye. Hopefully.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Wow. Got a pretty good amount of HP.
Into the fray.
And he's hard to hit.
Go.
Succeeded his saving throw, so got it for 2 turns. Okay.
You won't survive me.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
I'll remove this obstacle.
Good guys always win.
Evil Eye the Sleeper. Failed his saving throw.
endure this!
The light take you!
You should have listened to reason.
Loving the environments of the random encounters. But the Hell Knights are really good as army units. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, easy win. $1,500 finance points. Alright. Come on. Beautiful. No movement points. Okay. Oops. Could have attacked that one. I restore more than they take away. Oops. Good damage. Beautiful. Easy peasy. Just have to constantly heal my archers. They are doing significant damage, but nothing we can't handle. Beautiful. Victory. Scouts have reported a sinister looking laird. Okay. I'm currently on the core difficulty, although I've been thinking about jumping it up a little bit, because there are moments when it's a little too easy. So let's see what this is. It's at a nasty looking lair, huh? Let's quick save it here. Go in.
Here we go.
Board corpse. The lightning looks and sounds amazing. It's a little on the loud side though. I tried doing turning down the ambient sound. Didn't seem to really do anything. So let's turn that down, that up. Like ambient obviously affects the sound of the rain, but it doesn't seem to control the lightning.
Forget it.
You failed the check. You had one job. Hey, the rain stopped. Did it save? Yeah, it did save.
The mongrel did it.
Body is covered in terrible wounds. It's clear they were left not by an animal's teeth, but by a skillful torturer's hand. It stopped raining and then it started raining again.
What a discovery.
Got this one.
Yeah, I don't like the sound being that low. Try that. Definitely still too loud. Ranger. It takes a little messing with. I am the answer. Gotta be one of those guys. Anything there? Nope. Okay. The environments are gorgeous. Shadows.
Let's prove their
Such a
logic
good
is
game.
lacking.
Visually. Storytelling is top notch as well. Incubus. Not often you see those people use those at that again.
I got
It's always
this.
a succubus. Put him to sleep. I am not a cavalier. I am a rogue knife master. Here you are.
The inheritor, guide
The horse
my
is from our
blade.
paladin, who has it as an animal companion. Which you can ride, by the way.
Damn you!
If it dies, it comes back when you rest. You make camp or rest in in the big camp. Go to sleep. And if it stands up, we get attacks of
You've
opportunity.
crossed the wrong mongrel.
What are the benefits of the horse? It's a fighting companion, basically. And then you can level it up as well. Let's see. It gets 3 attacks that are natural attacks. And equip it with armor. Guarding. Knee pads. And put a cape on it. And I think there's special bracers you can as well. That's what I've found so far. I am level 7.
You won't survive me.
No glory without risk.
Yep, still in Act 1. Well, if you consider, depends on where the cutoff for Act 1 is. I would say the Great Garrison
The light
is
take you.
the end of Act 1. So we're in early parts of Act 2, I would say.
Out of my sight!
But for all I know, they consider Dresden to be the end of Act 1. You can obtain a mount with the paladin with the animal companion. I believe. Animal companion horse. Hey, no problem, Joey. Yeah, it's a feat choice. Let's see, when did we get this? Class. Divine Grace. When did we get this thing? May have done it at the beginning. I don't remember. I have the memory of a goldfish. I have a horrible memory, so I can't remember a damn thing.
Let's see what we can do.
Alright. I love what they did with the traps this go round.
All right!
We actually had to find the controlling mechanism. Morning, Junior Mafia. You get some rest? Enya, why are you in the front? You shouldn't be. Nothing in there. Love that you can rotate the camera now as well.
I found, something.
All right.
But yeah, you can
Rely on
mount,
me.
the paladin can mount the horse and ride it into combat, and you get a +1 advantage on attacks on things that are medium or smaller, I believe. So large creatures, you don't get an attack advantage. You don't get as many attacks from the horse. Ooh, a lot of will-o-wisps. Oh, buddy.
Are you still here?
Whoops. Okay, no whoops. Yeah. You get more attacks. Yep, just with being with the horse being on foot. And it gives it another target, so let's see. Those aren't considered undead aberrations. Bane did absolutely nothing. He didn't overcome spell resistances. Oof. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Just woke up still in bed. Spoon's voice on Twitch.
Got this one.
Let's have some fun.
Okay. That's a little bit better placement of the will-o-wisps, at least. You got Bane on one of them. Alright, switch to point blank. A lot of good that did.
I got this.
The light take you.
This condition is irrational. I dedicate my body to science.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Damn. Go to sleep.
Damn you! Are you still here?
You will die here in fear and despair. Maybe.
Vision blurring, legs are shaking. Peculiar.
Okay. Jesus. Willow Whisperer, pain in the ass to hit. Chivio the Pain Connoisseur. Giggity. Go to sleep. Let's... All right. Why did you move?
You won't survive me.
Oh, I don't think we need point blank shot anymore. They're slightly out of point blank range. I wonder if you can put those. Can. Okay. Good to remember that.
Good guys always win.
The inheritors, guide my blade.
Damn. Okay.
No glory without risk.
Beautiful. Big boy coming. You go to sleep? He can, but he passed his saving throw.
I got this.
Are you close enough to get an attack of opportunity on this guy?
The light, take you.
Nope.
Did you see that?
Good. Ancient door. Okay. Passes saving throws, so let's extend it by 1 round. So we get AC 2 rounds.
Into the fray!
Okay.
This is not my time yet.
Damn it, Lan.
Just sit here. Don't worry about me.
Damn. Unlucky.
Rely on me.
Got this one.
Anything new?
Kind of spread people out a little.
Missed me already.
We'll make things right.
Rules are made to be broken.
We will win this war.
I feel like the chosen one.
Let's get that up. Let's get a bless up.
You require my unbiased opinion?
Nope. We don't need that because we have. Actually, I don't think we need. Yeah. Because we have the belts. We give it the same bonus. Yeah. Oh, I don't think we have anyone who can do that yet. Okay. Here we go.
I got this.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Go to sleep. Oh, this is gonna be risky.
I dedicate my
Yep.
body to science.
Damn you!
Good sneak attack.
You won't survive me.
Into the fray!
is irrational.
Okay. And she's down again.
Are you still here?
Endure this!
Okay.
Right! Take you! The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Damn, son. Whoops. Screwed that up.
Make every strike count.
They get her up so we can do a Ninio up so we can do a haste. That's what I should have done last turn. Not a great heal.
Good guys always win.
Let's see. Joey, the hollow. Nope.
You've crossed the wrong model.
Beautiful.
Into the fray!
Damn. Would have been nice to be able to put him to sleep. He hits way too damn hard.
I got this.
You won't survive me.
Jesus. Okay.
No glory without risk! I'll just sit here. Don't worry.
Wow. Wow. We might have to come back to that. We may not be at high enough level for this. Should have checked hit that guy's level. We were doing okay against the other guys. Ish. Will-O-Wisp were messing up Neo. The Incubuses we were doing just fine on. Yeah, that was some straight up bullshit right there. So we'll come back to this another time. When we get a level or two. So we're about 75% through this level. Okay.
Well, what's it like to sleep on the ground and subsist on rations? It must seem like torture to you. Nobles wouldn't normally sink so low.
Hardly. Do you know how my antecedents amassed all the wealth I now enjoy? They slept on the ground and subsisted on rations until they got what they wanted.
Fair point. If true.